Cast guys, I want to say thank you so much for the birthday wishes, the kind words you've shared with me, the prayers you've texted to me, the phone calls, the direct messages. I can honestly say I have to practice a little bit of emotional distancing right now. Otherwise, I may start crying as I'm thanking you. Y'all are very kind, so thank you, thank you. Also want to say thank you from Monsignor Jeff DeBlanc, who told me to please tell you thank you for your help with the confession situation, and for the work you're doing, not just for Fatima and St. Anne, but in your community right now. And yes, I am in fact wearing birthday gifts from my kids. And no, I can't take it off because I'm quarantined with them, and there's going to be consequences if I'm seen without it. So again, thank you for your help with your church parish right now, and for the birthday wishes. But I also want to say, in a weird way, thank you in this time. Erica just read to me that come tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, the governor doesn't want us to leave our houses. And I know for about a week right now, there's been a sense of panic and fear, and I can see it in the grocery store aisles. I'm painfully aware of the fact that there's not a million more people in southern Louisiana right now suddenly buying food. It's the same number of people. But the new element is fear. Fear of our own mortality, fear of death, really. Fear of what happens to me or what happens to my family. I have to be prepared. I'm afraid. Whether people can admit that or not, that's what's going on right now. And I'm so thankful that you guys are in my community and you're in your communities, wherever that is, as a light for people who are afraid right now. While people are panicked, for them to look at you and see a man and a family with a sense of peace, they're going to have to ask why. And you and I know that you've been challenged to pray the rosary daily. So you've been challenged to contemplate your own mortality now and at the hour of our death. That you have a relationship with Jesus, which means that you want a relationship with the author of life and death. You contemplate on the mysteries of the death, the resurrection, the suffering, the new life. So I'm just so thankful that you're in your community right now. As people stand outside, keeping a good distance, talking about what about this? What happens if this happens? And you're sitting there at peace and the joy that they see on your face, thankful for the good things you do have right now. So again, I'm thankful that you're in that you're in my community and you're in your communities. But even to go a little deeper, about 2 days ago, I started a little bit of a cough. And I know it's the middle of allergy season, and every year at this time, my nose gets stopped up and I start coughing and things happen. But of course, any symptom that any of us get right now that's remotely similar to coronavirus makes us think, well, what if it's me? What if it's me? So in a very practical way, I start thinking, well, what happens if I'm not here? Like any good Christian does. What happens to me right now? I'm kidding. But I'm thinking about, what if my family doesn't have me? And I think about the idea that they would have you. My son, my daughters would have you to show them who Jesus is, and that's comforting. I'm looking at the gospel today at a Jesus who has to spit in the clay and then rub it on his son's face, if you will. The imagery of God the Father saying, I can't be separate from my kids whom I love so much. So I'm going to send Jesus to go touch them for me, to go hug them and hold them and comfort them right now for me. And to know that there's at least 150 of you right now in our community doing that, to people who are panicked and afraid and uncomfortable. Even if you can't physically touch them right now, the gospel you're preaching by your peace, by your prayer, that's huge right now. So I'm very thankful for you. I'm very thankful to have served alongside of you. I'm very thankful that, God forbid, should something happen to any of us, we get an army of men around us who can really show our children how to love Jesus rightly. That goes beyond leading retreats, goes beyond the accolades, but goes sacrificially to comfort people in a time of distress. And I'm so thankful that I've been able to do that with you thus far, and for the opportunity to continue to do that with you. So I love you guys. Keep praying with me, and let's keep asking God what he wants from us in this time. Love you.